Florida high schooler Jack Petocz is taking on Don't Say Gay and book bans. Queer News Tonight has been following Palm Coast High School junior, just will be a senior in the fall, Jack Petocz, who staged a walkout earlier this year over the Don't Say Gay bill and was suspended for handing out rainbow flags during the protest. In November, Flagler County School Board member Jill Woolbright attempted to ban All Boys Aren't Blue, which explores what it's like to grow up Black and queer through a series of essays. Petocz not only led the protest against the ban, but acquired 300 copies that he then distributed to students in the county. In an interview with LGBTQ Nation, Petocz mentioned he wants to study politics so he can continue his activism, and he may run for office someday. I love this guy. We have been following him since February, I believe, and his suspension. He is in a place where the state and his local community, all the power is lined against him, and he will not step down. He will not back down. I just love this kid.
And you know what? I feel so great. It's so wonderful to see our younger members of the community really taking a stand. We need it because there are people that want to erase us. They literally do. So it's, not only the old heads, although you don't ask a lady how old she is, but it's good to see the younger generation really stepping up.
No, I'm honestly honored that I can say that I'm part of this generation because from what I've seen from my fellow peers, we are awake, we are here, and we are riled up and are so, I don't know if excited is the right word, but I guess you could say there is an excitement towards making the change that needs to be done. And at my school, JP Taravella, we had a walkout prior to the school year ending, and it turned out better than we could have expected. And I wish that's what could have happened at that school, but I'm glad that he continues to do the work that he's doing. And I can say that maybe one day I'll see you in office.
Hey! That energy, that youthful energy, I'm thinking about X Gonzalez and Cameron Caskey from MSD. How they were outspoken, very, very outspoken, also as queer people, young queer people. So yes, we are very grateful for your energy and please keep going.
Yes, thank goodness for the younger generation, because you guys are the ones that are going to actually continue to lead the way and to keep creating new and exciting things for the ones that are coming behind you. So when I look at you, I do look at another future leader stepping up to the plate and making sure that we're all going to be okay and that we're all not forgotten either.
Absolutely, because history can't be forgotten, because if we forget history, it's all just going to repeat itself.
Exactly.
Evan, I'd like to get back to a point that you mentioned about your peers being motivated at this point. How motivated are they? Are they just like the LGBTQ students, or are there a lot of straight allies as well that stand up, or do they just kind of go, yeah, you're right, but I'm not going to say anything?
I've seen a mix of both. So I have friends who are just as motivated as I am and who are there, and they've said to me that they are going to do whatever they physically can do and whatever they're capable of, because in the end, cisgender and heterosexual people, they do have louder voices, unfortunately and fortunately. So the people that do support us, their voices are equally as loud, if not louder than ours. And I've also had friends that are like, okay, I'm gonna step back. You have my moral support, but I'm not sure what I can do. And I think that's where information comes most handy, because if we can inform them as to how they can help, they will hopefully be willing to do whatever they can.
Well, Evan, I just have to say, because of people like you, I have faith for our future. I really do. Because you're going to lead the way. We're almost like handing the torch over to you, and it's all about making it better for the next generation.
Absolutely.
So I'm so excited.
Before we move on, I'd like to talk about his activism in the book banning realm. I'm sorry.
Let's burn some books.
We're only a couple generations removed from that.
Yeah, you're right.
Unfortunately,
You're right.
Has anybody at this table ever had something they've written censored, either for sexual content or sexual orientation content, or just anything else in the writing?
Yeah.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I was at a poetry competition in middle school, And the piece was about the exploration of my gender identity, and I was told I had to pick a different piece to perform.
Wow.
It was the Louder Than a Bomb, which is Parkland Poets and
Poetry
like all
slam,
of poetry
right.
slams
Yeah.
they're very vast, but it was one of those things where it's like, hey, maybe pick something else you wrote.
Oh, wow.
And it was honestly so frustrating because it's something that was important to me. It's something that came from my heart, and they did.
You know, well, not from my book. You know, my memoir. Anyone that gets it wants to read the juicy, salacious stuff.
It's juicy. Like you can skip the OJ in the morning. There's plenty of juice out of this thing.
Yeah, I didn't hold back. But what I do notice is like sometimes when I post on social media, I have to be a little careful because for some reason, and I don't know, maybe I'm paranoid, but other trans people in the community have said they tend to look at our posts a lot more. They like scrutinize it, they being the powers that be at these different social media sites. And so just like I think twice about how I word things and everything, because I know they're going to look at it.
Right.
And I have had posts taken down.
Wow.
Posts that weren't really anything to me that was that inappropriate. I see cisgendered heterosexual people posting more salacious stuff, and their material isn't taken down. So.
No, there are literally some pages where they're just posting softcore porn.
Yeah,
And they're okay with it.
they're okay. Yeah.
Well, and social media is the next fight for censorship.
LGBTQ+ news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ+